everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and tonight I am sowing another round of seed for fall vegetables. And this is just part of my succession planting. Its succession really does start from seed, and then it also involves your timing for actually getting these things planted out into your garden. I'm not super impressed with the performance of the plants in this potting soil that I recently bought. So tonight I'm actually gonna mix that soil with my propagation soil, which is aged pine bark and perlite, and see if I can't make this soil work a little better. You can see germination is good, but the plants are really small. They've been this way for several weeks. And I actually have done a drench, a liquid fertilizer drench, and they're not really responding. So I think it may be soil related. This soil just might be a little too thick. It's like, I really don't like peat moss based soil, but I'm using it because I thought it was going to be easier. So I'm just going to mix what I have left over here, because I don't really need to stick any more cuttings, and keep our fingers crossed that maybe this will make the next batch of seeds grow better. Now, my top priority for sowing today is parsley, and that is because the swallowtail caterpillars have arrived finally, and they are devouring the parsley that I had planted last year at this time from seed. It's grown for an entire year, now getting completely eaten by the swallowtails. So I want to make sure that I have food for them for next year, so I've got to get these sown right now. The seed sowing process is really easy. I'm just making a little dibble in the soil, and then I will just simply, toss a few seeds into each hole. I'm gonna do an entire tray of extra curled dwarf and an entire tray of single Italian. And then in my final tray, I'm gonna do a mix of red Russian kale and giant winter kohlrabi. At the last minute, I changed my mind and I did a whole tray of red Russian kale. So I think that will be more practical as far as my fall planting in ornamental areas, having a big mass of one thing. So now I'm just going to get these trays settled in. Make sure that those holes that I created as a dibble are covered up. That way the seed will have good contact with soil. And though the soil is pretty wet, so I'm going to go ahead and water all these in, just to ensure that nothing dries out. Now at this time of year, we're on the last day of August. These will probably start to germinate within 10 days. And last year I was right on the same schedule. I planted the parsley out around Halloween in, like late October, in landscape beds and in containers for winter interest. And like I mentioned, in a lot of those containers, I left the parsley. It's been growing all summer, and now the swallowtail caterpillars are enjoying it. For me, that's the real reason to grow parsley. Though I enjoy eating with it, I really grow it for the purpose of feeding my favorite butterflies. If you found this to be helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post new content. I look forward to sharing updates with you from my little propagation house here. And as always, I thank you so much for watching.